Thank you very much. Greg Guzman, our public address announcer for both games tonight, giving us tonight's starting lineups. The Jayhawks taking on an 8-2 K Valley team. Jayhawks are 2-7 in the Western Conference thus far. John Utter and Gene Young bringing the second game of 2 here at Bartell's Rhodey. Jake Anderson set to jump it up. The ball's tipped, and K Valley controls the tip. Devontae Harris. Jayhawks open up in the 2-3 zone, and laying it up and in is Hughes. Hatter. Outside shot by Jones is good for 3. Good ball movement, and Hughes gets his second bucket, and we get a quick timeout with 19:22 left to go here in the first half. It's K Valley 4 and Muskegon 3. Back to the action. MCC cameraman Dylan Lewis giving us great shots of Jayhawk basketball.
He's grinning. Got a little air time.
There you go. He's a pro. Now the Jayhawks with the ball. Angeli. Drive by Connor. Now baseline jumper. Anderson rebounded by Hughes. Harris. Quick ball movement by the Cougars. They lead by 1. Oliver. Out to Harris. Outside shot doesn't go. Angeli with a rebound. Hatter. Connor loses the ball. Nice steal there by Hussein. Harris. Ten on the shot clock.
Zone defense kind of keeping them out and not able to penetrate.
Pass down low, shot is blocked. Angeli picks up that loose ball. Good defense.
Very good. Little double team on that baseline and got part of the ball.
Ball's knocked away and stolen by Larry, Jalen Larry. Hughes drives the baseline. We have a foul on Muskegon. Connor called on the foul. Pass into Hughes. Good back, and scoring is Larry. He'll get the bucket. He'll go in line with a chance to complete the three-point play. As the foul is on Angeli.
Larry Jalen, 6'8", 230 pounds, a sophomore out of Flint Carmen Answorth High School, and got good size up there, good height.
Hatter checked a little bit too close by Hussein, and Hussein will be called for the first foul by K Valley. Angeli to inbound. Case Bolt. We'll leave it there for Jones. Ty Jones travels.
Our officials tonight, the veteran Mike Vandervelde and Doug Moscow from Stanton and Corey Hepburn from Battle Creek.
Ty Jones out near midcourt trying to get rid of the ball. Finally does to Anderson. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Harris. It'll still be Jayhawk ball. Take it out. 16:40 left to go first half. Tight defense by K Valley here in the first half. Angeli back out to Jones, driving the baseline. He's fouled. He'll go line to shoot two. Hussein commits his second foul. Jones at the line, shooting two. He makes the first. And he makes them both. A 1-point lead for K Valley. Devontae Hughes. Harris. Ball's tipped. A nice block, but he's called for the foul on his body. Case Bolt called for his first foul. Jalen Larry at the line, shooting two.
There was a time, I see Larry's from Flint area, there was a time you could take the best high school players out of Flint for 2-3 years and have yourself a Big Ten team.
Michigan State knows that well with the Flintstones.
Yes.
Went and achieved a national title with them.
Yes.
Nice drive. And we have a foul on the floor before Hatter was able to make that nice layup drive.
He doesn't know who to call the foul on. They got it, 3.
Harris called for his first foul, team's third. Ty Jones, checked by Oliver. 41. Jake Anderson, nice hard drive to the hole. We're tied at 7. Pass into Larry. Larry puts it up and in. In the corner and off the hands of Jones.
Off of Jones, ball back to K Valley.
15 minutes left to go, first half. Larry into Hughes. Turnaround jumper, in and out. Nice rebound by Casebolt. Ty Jones kicks it back out to Angeli. Angeli is fouled. He'll go line to shoot 2. Foul's on Oliver. That's his first, team's 4th. Angeli at the line shooting 2. Angelis splits the pair.
Leads from Sault Ste. Marie, probably 75 and Pleasant there today.
Hughes. Scranton. Little left-hand jumper. And we have a foul going to be called on Mosley of Cave Valley. That's his first.
Mosley from that rich basketball area, Gary, Indiana, Marysville High School.
Hatter. Jones rebounded by Hughes. Quickly ahead, ball's tipped away there by Hatter and saved, not quite. It'll still be Cave Valley ball. Hughes called for the foul. Cave Valley 6th foul of the first half. Next foul, Jayhawks will be shooting a 1-1. Hatter. Case Bolt hits the hard court and the whistle. They're going to call Hughes on the foul.
Little delayed foul there, John Arter.
Yes, it was. Case Bolt will go to the line shooting a 1-1 as that's the 7th team foul against the Cougars. Ball's knocked out and picked up there by Scranton. Scranton came to the game in the program as number 2, but he lost his jersey and he's wearing 55 today.
Thank you, John. Andrew Scranton, Flat Rock High School.
Hard drive, unable to finish, is Hatter. Scranton. On the far wing, pass into Hughes. Turnaround jumper is good by Javante Hughes. Oliver, again, a little bit too close on the defense. He commits a foul. That'll be number 2 on Tyler Oliver. Team's 8th foul. Jones shooting a 1-1. John Leonard checks into the game for the Jayhawks at the 12:45 mark. Jones good on the first free throw. Jones makes good on both. 7 points for Ty Jones here in the first half. Scranton. Over to Norwood. Pass down low to Williamson. Williamson has his shot blocked, but he is fouled in that block. Foul goes against Johnny Leonard. His first. Mosley at the line. Shooting 2. Mosley makes the first free throw. He makes them both. Now Hatter. Checked by Scranton. Scranton with a steal. Norwood. Little one-hander. Push shot is good. Jones. Ball is stolen right away by Williamson. Williamson. They're going to call it as offensive interference, goaltending. So give Williamson the bucket. Jones. Bradley into Jake Anderson. Baseline jumper. Rebounded by Robinson. Robinson shot blocked by Anderson. It'll still be Cougar ball. 11:14 left, first half. Pass out to Williamson. And he is fouled by Jake Anderson.
I was going to say, John, Municars can catch up shooting 2-shot free throw, but the last couple of fouls been committed by MCC, and they're putting the K Valley at the line.
Williamson misses the first. And Muskegon wants a timeout. 11:10 left to go first half. It's K Valley by 7, 17-10 over the Jayhawks. John Arter and Gene Young back here at Bartels Roy Gymnasium, and Rod Van Norwick. He does it all, Gene. He gets everything going for MCC TV. Now he sits behind the Jayhawk sound to make sure they play the right songs at every break.
Well, you know, he may want to take over an instrument. You never know. We'll have to keep an eye on him.
Wouldn't that be interesting? See him play an instrument. So Williamson hits the second one. Pass over to Angeli. Case Bolt. In the corner to Jake Anderson. Ball is stolen away. Norwood. Layup is up and good.
Boy, very, very aggressive. Quickness. Good athletic move.
And K Valley so far has doubled up the Jayhawks, 20-10. Connor lanes in, and he's called for the offensive foul. Gene, we want to wish a happy birthday to Bob Cisco, who's 90 years young today. He'll be celebrating. So, Bob, he's been involved with sports. He's always helped out youth leagues and also in the high school ranks. Bob Cisco, a long-time Muskegon Big Red.
Yeah, I'll tell you, one of the great people of this town. He's ran a good, fair business.
Yes.
And also has been very, very supportive of all age of athletic teams.
He sure has. I've played for about 3 or 4 years of youth Little League Reese Buffer baseball over there. Bob Cisco, he had about 2 or 3 teams every year in the leagues. Big supporter of youth sports.
When I bought a car from him, I felt, my God, I stole it. I wonder how he could make any money.
And he smiled as you pulled out of the lot.
No, wonderful, wonderful
yes.
man.
Oh, yes. Third foul on Connor. Mosley misses the first free throw. Misses them both, but there's an offensive board there by Robinson. Harris to Burks. Now Robinson. Hey, a nice steal by Hatter. Stepped right in, took the ball, and lays it up and in. Good anticipation by Hatter. And the basket is good by Mosley.
I was going to say they need a couple more stops, and Mosley puts in a nice bank layoff with the foul and the chance to convert a three-point play here on this possession.
Case Bolt called for his third foul. John Leonard will check back in for Case Bolt, as that's the third foul on Case Bolt. In and out. Battle for the ball, and that's won by Jake Anderson. Jones. Hatter. Jayhawks reset that offense as Jones on the near wing. He pulls up for the tray. It's good. Ty Jones now in double figures with 10 points here in the first half. Jayhawks have cut that Cougar lead to 7. Burks. And out of bounds. It'll be Jayhawk ball. Official called him out of bounds, but Coach Trump wanted the travel. He got it either way.
That's right. He saw the call and kind of quieted down.
He just wanted to call correctly.
What am I yelling about?
Yeah. 22-15, 7-point lead for K Valley. 8:44 left to go first half. Burks. Little bounce pass is stolen by John Leonard. And Jolie over there to Jones. Jones loses the ball again. Harris. Far wing. Pass down low is stolen by Jones. Jones is fouled on the near side. Burks called for the foul. Jones at the line, shooting 1-1. Both teams with 9 fouls, so The next foul will be the double bonus. Jones makes the first free throw.
John, this evening we've got the #1 ranked and nationally ranked Muskegon Big Reds playing Benton Harbor at Redmond Powder, and then Muskegon Heights, also state ranked, is playing a team in the Grand Rapids area, and some of these teams have 3 games for a couple weeks trying to make up
the postponements.
Postponed games.
You bet. And there's been some good high school basketball in the area. The 2 that you mentioned, and former Jayhawk coach Gene Gifford has the Sailors of Mona Shores going.
He certainly does. Hit a great one over Zeeland East earlier this week.
Yes, and Muskegon had a kind of a tight one. They were up by 15 and had to hang on in the fourth quarter as Zeeland East closed within 6. And Coach Keith Guy's team, Big Reds, were able to put that one away and stay undefeated. And there's a foul. Whistle finally blows as the contact by Jake Anderson draws the whistle. That's number 2 on Jake. Double bonus in effect, so Burks will go to the line to shoot 2.
7:30 left here in this first half, 7:30.
Burks splits the pair. Jones. In the corner, and Jolie puts up a tray, is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 3 as the foul is committed by Robinson.
Hardest shot to make in basketball, and you make it easy when you foul him from behind the 3-point line and give him 3 free throws.
Angeli will go to shoot 3. He makes the first. As you mentioned, shooting from the side, you have no backboard to work with. You're just dealing with the rim. And the depth perception is a little tougher from the side.
That's the difficult part of it. Once in a while, shot straight in, you can hit off the backboard and take credit for it. You can't on those shots.
Angeli hits all 3 free throws. Jayhawks are now within 5 as we approach the 7-minute mark of the first half. Harris. Bounce pass into Burks. Ball's rejected. 5 on the shot clock. 3-point shot does not go for Williamson. Jayhawks the other way. Jones with a drive. Now Harris.
John, the Jayhawks, 6:26 left, and they have the ball 5 down. They haven't played that well, but they're hanging in there. You got to give them credit.
Yes, they're still in this one. 25-20, only the first half. 6:24 left to go here in the first half. Now Angeli to Leonard. Hatter. $15 on the shot clock. $8 on the shot clock. Bradley, Hatter, 3-point shot, a little bit short. Leonard with a board, and he is fouled from behind. Fouls on Robinson. And being in the double bonus, John Leonard will go to the line to shoot 2. See how he does, if he receives any tips from his dad, Johnny Leonard, in his youth.
Go, John. Do you think his dad shot underhand free throws or not?
He may have. His dad played a long time ago at Orchard View.
Sure, his father remembered the Beatles. That would be the real test.
Well, he's our scorekeeper tonight, so we're having a little fun with John Leonard.
Good man.
In and out. Yes, he is. He dedicates a lot of time here to MCC. Burks with the drive. Does it go? He's fouled. Foul is on John Leonard, his second. Burks at the line, shooting 2. Burks makes the first. And Burks makes them both. Leonard with a drive. He puts it in and is fouled.
Nice move.
Foul's on Larry, his first. Leonard at the line, chance to complete the 3-point play. He can pull the Jayhawks within 4. And Leonard hits one this time. 5:32 left first half. Harris drives the lane. Foul on the court. Fouls on Angeli, his second. The double bonus will give Harris 2 free throws. Harris good on the first. Harris makes them both. Jones. Jayhawks maintain control. Angeli puts it in off the glass.
We got an injured Cougar on the floor, John.
Looks like Williamson.
Boy, Camu Valley had doubled the score 20-10, John. And I
Yes.
thought, oh man, are we going to have one of these runaways? And Community College is a pesky team. They just keep battling. They're down only 4 points with 4:58 remaining in the first half.
A nice drive by Harris. Results in a basket. Jones comes right back and puts one in off the glass. Ty Jones with 14 points here in the first half. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Burks.
Chance to take it down to just the basket, John, on this possession. 4:28 left here in the first period.
Inbound pass to Jones. Hatter. Angeli has the ball tipped out of his hands, out of bounds. Still Jayhawk ball with 15 on the shot clock. Nice bounce pass into John Leonard, and Leonard is fouled. Foul will be on Larry, his second. Leonard will go to the line to shoot two. Leonard misses on the first. And a little short on the second. Scranton back to Harris. Harris pulls up. Shot does not go. He's fouled. Angeli called for his third foul, becoming the third Jayhawk to have 3 fouls here in the first half. Connor Bradley set to check in for the Jayhawks.
The coaching staff's got to rotate players. They don't want anybody to pick up number 4. Really don't want anybody to pick up number 3, but we can't avoid that.
Devontae Harris hits the first free throw. Harris, good on both. Jones to Hatter. Baseline jumper, Hatter doesn't go. Rebounded by Mosley. Scranton, left-hand baseline jumper. Battle for the ball. Foul will be on Connor Bradley, his first. Mosley at the line, shooting 2.
Mosley, a 6'5", 215-pounder from Gary, Indiana. Well put together.
Mosley makes 1 of 2. Leonard with a rebound. Hatter. Jones, top of the key. 3-point shot doesn't go. Bradley with an offensive board. Now Norrells passes on the tray. Now drives again, pulls up, takes the shot, doesn't go, but he travels. K-Valley ball. And Kalamazoo Valley wants a timeout, Gene.
2:53, and Jayhawks hanging in there.
34-27, K-Valley by 7. K-Valley to inbound with 2:53 left to go in the half. They lead by 7. John Arter, Gene Young bringing you Jayhawk basketball here on MCC TV. Scranton. Burks. Pass down low to Mosley, and he travels. Mosley travels, will be Jayhawk ball. Jeff Storms now in the game for the Jayhawks. Bradley. Leonard. Loses control of the ball. Burks. On the far side there's Norwood. Pass into Mosley. Leonard with a rebound. Now Jeff Storms, 3-point shot off the iron. Norwood. Jones called for his first foul. Jalen Norwood to the line to shoot 2 with 1:52 left in the half.
John, for our viewers, we'll be back here Monday, correct?
That's right. Makeup of a postponed game against Lansing. First game at 5:30.
And then be back again on Wednesday.
Busy week. Connor Bradley fouled on the baseline drive.
John, we got a Muskegon Reese Puffer graduate heading up the luge team in the Olympics, correct?
Well, he didn't make the Olympics. You're talking about Jake Hearns?
The Mark Grimet.
Oh, yes.
He's called coach / administrator.
Yes, Mark Grimet. He's in the Muskegon Area Sports Hall of Fame. Of course, that usually happens when you have 3 Olympic medals.
Yes.
There's a good chance of getting into that Muskegon Area Hall of Fame.
How many did you get, John?
Well, still working towards that elusive first gold medal. Timeout, minute 24 left. 36-28, K-Valley. Hatter. Checked by Scranton. Jones, top of the key, 3-point shot. Rebounded by Mosley. Approaching 1 minute to go. Norwood. Back to Scranton. Burks. Pass into Mosley. Mosley leans in. And we're going to see what they call here. Ooh, they're going to call that against Leonard. Mosley goes line to shoot 2.
That's Leonard's third, and the coach is going to substitute for him. A lot of foul shots, both teams this first half.
Mosley hits them both. And it's back to a 10-point lead for the Cougars. Hatter has his shot blocked. Scranton. Burks along the far side. K-Valley willing to slow it down, maybe take the last shot here of the half. Scranton checked by Jones. Drives in the lane, dishes up, ball's tipped away, back to Mosley. Mosley puts it up and in. 12 seconds left. Jones. Morales. From the far side, three-point shot doesn't go. Ball's tipped, no. And we're at halftime here at Bartell's Rhodey Gymnasium. Our score is K-Valley 40, Muskegon 28. You're watching Jayhawk basketball on MCC TV.
We're at halftime. Jimmy Booth, assistant coach here at Muskegon Community College, and Jimmy got a little foul trouble, a little sloppy. Not the type of game you need to play to beat this very good team. What do you expect? What did you tell your kids at halftime?
Well, last time we played them, they being bigger than we are. We got our rebounded pretty good, and so rebounds are tied. So first thing we did was told our guys that that you're doing a good job despite the foul trouble. You really can't tell a kid to play any different because it lends itself to guys being a little bit just not as aggressive as what we need to be. And so our biggest thing at halftime was we just had too many turnovers. You can't have 12 turnovers and expect to win many games when you have 12 in the first half. So foul trouble, it is what it is. You just can't allow ourselves to get caught so deep in the post, which is the main reason for those fouls. But just got to be aggressive and continue to play.
Well, 12 out of 19 free throws. You got to get that up, and you had a chance to shoot 19 free throws, but only shooting 63%. You got to improve on that too.
Yeah, any 63% is terrible, to be honest with you. And we just, we're a lot better free throw shooting team than that, and we got to do better in the second half.
Well, one thing too is I think a lot of the turnovers here, you speeded up the game. Some of your kids were a little out of control on things. I think if they just settle down, use their natural speed, and got to set some good picks, come off of those, and I think you'll be getting another set. You need another second to set for a lot of your jump shots. You're trying to hurry them a little bit.
Yeah,
and I think you're looking at the height of those kids, and they're sneaking around you. And sometimes you just have to slow up and set better picks, make better cuts, and you're going to end up with better shots.
Yeah, you get a little anxious sometimes, especially when a team that jumps the passing lanes the way they do. It tends to speed other teams up and force mistakes. So we just got to calm down a little bit.
But, even though you had some foul trouble and you guys had to go deep in your bench, it's really kind of neat to see more kids playing. They feel like they're contributing. They go in at halftime and say, hey, I contributed. So hopefully this second half, everybody will contribute and have good games. And you know what? 12 points isn't much at all. You were 4 points down with just a couple minutes to go, and got pressing. They made some free throws, had some turnovers, what have you. But I think you can shoot yourself back into this ball game and hopefully have a successful second half.
Yeah, we're a pretty good three-point shooting team, so we're not too concerned with 12 as of now.
Well, let's get a victory this second half, Coach.
Sounds good. Thanks.
That's Jimmy Booth, assistant basketball coach here at Muskegon Community College.
We're all set to start the second half. Kalamazoo Valley with a 12-point lead, 40-28. I'm John Art along with Gene Young. Nice interview with Jimmy Booth.
Yeah, Jimmy was upset with their 12 turnovers and their 63% free throw shooting. He said, we can shoot better. We can shoot better.
Well, make it 13 turnovers as Hatter turns the ball over here to start the second half.
That's what you call an unforced turnover, and you just can't have those.
K-Valley to inbound on the near side. Harris. Drive by Oliver, one-hander, doesn't go, but the tip is right there for Larry.
He pushed that down into the cylinder. Pretty hard to stop that.
Oliver to Harris. Harris gives it to Larry for the flush. It's now a 16-point lead. Anderson, little floater's good. Harris, far wing. Hughes. Oliver with the offensive board, and then the putback.
Everything they're throwing up there, John's going in.
Yes, it is.
12-point lead, now up to 16, and we've only played a minute and 20 seconds.
Connor will pass into Jake Anderson. He's double teamed, and the ball gets wedged. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of K-Valley.
A lot of mismatches, not only height, but weight. You outweigh somebody by 30, 40 pounds, you can outmuscle them and get position for a rebound or possibly a layup.
Oliver. Hussein. Casebolt called for the foul.
I think that is his fourth. I'm correct. His
yes,
fourth
it is.
foul.
You're right, Gene.
He may be averaging a foul every about 1.5 minutes of playing time.
Nice block by Anderson. Hughes again pulls up, and he hits it, a 2.
You may block the first one, but you ain't going to get my second one.
Connor Bradley over to Anderson. Ball's tipped. John Leonard saves it. Header. 10 on the shot clock. John Leonard off the iron. Hughes with the rebound. He'll leave it for Harris. Oliver cuts across the lane. In the corner to Hussein. Harris chases down the ball, and the Cougars will reset. Pass right in, down low to Larry, and Larry puts it in easy off the glass. Like you said, Gene, just a little too easy here starting the second half.
Yes.
Well, the Jayhawks have a full schedule here at Bartels Roadie. As you mentioned, they're going to play the postponed game on Monday night against Lansing, and then another scheduled game on Wednesday.
That's NBA schedule for half that week.
Yes, it is. Anderson. Larry will be called for the foul. That's his third. Well, we mentioned it earlier in the first game, Gene, but we do want to congratulate once again Dick Schiltz, longtime Kalamazoo Valley coach, who was just recently inducted into the NJCAA Hall of Fame. Coach with 650 wins. He was 650 and 319 and climbed the ladder to number 29 all time in junior college coaches.
Well, you know who had some battles with him is Gene Gifford when he was there, and those two went at each other, and two fine programs and two good people. And congratulations to Dick. That's quite an honor.
Yes, it is. Anderson in the far corner. Drives the baseline. And a blocking foul will be called against K Valley. They're going to get Hughes for his third foul. Shooting foul will put Anderson in the line for 2 shots. He makes the first. Anderson makes them both.
John, is that rumor true? The Wolverines dropped the game today?
Yes, they did. They went out to Iowa City, dropped one to the Hawkeyes, who were in third place, and it puts a team from East Lansing in first place temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
Oliver. Whistle blows. Connor Bradley called for the foul. It's nice in the Big Ten race this year having both Michigan and Michigan
Yes.
State right up there, and they're getting some distance between the second and third place teams.
And I'll tell you what, it's going to be interesting how far the NCAA goes to invite Big Ten teams, because there's some good basketball teams. I mean, you can't understand why Ohio State will go in a funk or Iowa, Wisconsin get it. But, they're playing each other. Somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose those games.
Right.
Minnesota has surprised some people with the young Pertino kid, and I'll tell you what, a couple more good recruiting years for Northwestern and some of those bottom teams now, and we're going to have even more parity in that Big Ten.
Sad part is, as strong as those teams in the Big Ten were looking in the non-conference, now that they're knocking each other off, people are saying, well, maybe that league isn't as strong as we thought. And it's wrong to look at it that way.
Yes.
There's a shot put up there by Mosley. He draws the foul. Fouls against Connor. That's his fourth.
Well, it'd be nice to get the 5 starters at State back, because I think what Izzo's done is he's developed some good non-starters that come in and give good minutes. Kaminsky and Trice and some of those kids. So,
well, the Breslin Center on Thursday night were pretty ecstatic about getting Adrian Payne back as soon as he checked in. Big round of applause. They love having the big man back.
Yes. About 3-4 times down the field, he was huffing and puffing, saying,
I bet he was.
Man, I'm tired.
Foul was on Burks, his third. Bradley. Header makes the save. Almost dribble into a triple team there. Long pass. Goes right to Greg Guzman, the public address announcer.
Yes.
It's a Jayhawk turnover. 14:29 left. 19-point lead for K Valley. Oliver. Little underhand layup is in.
Tyler Oliver out of Jackson High School.
Anderson, far wing. Ball goes out of bounds. Off of the Cougars. It'll be Jayhawk ball. 13:53 left. Anderson drives the baseline, is fouled the goal line to shoot 2. As the foul was against Hussein, that's number 4 on Jabril. Anderson good on the first free throw. 9 points for the game. He makes them both. Oliver. Ooh. And Mosley jams it home, and he's fouled. Leonard called for his 4th foul.
Very powerful athlete. 6'5", 215 from Gary, Indiana, Mosley.
Chance to complete the 3-point play. And he does. 22-point lead. Turnover on the near side. Officials may reconsider here. With volleyball lines and everything else, they may have called a turnover, and they're going to correct themselves here. As the Muskegon coaching staff quickly let them know that they judged that one on the wrong line, and it was not actually a over and back. They'll move the shot clock back to 32, and it'll be Jayhawk ball on the near side.
Well, I think the official overruled the veteran official on that. He's probably a little embarrassed by it all, but
that happens. We're all human.
Happens.
Angeli over to Hatter. Could probably get a little aggressive in the stretch. Anderson is fouled. Go to the line to shoot 2. As Tyler Oliver commits his 3rd foul. Jake makes the first free throw. Case Bolt checks back into the game. Anderson, good on both. Hughes.
Oh,
3 is good.
I think I knocked a little dust off that high ceiling, John.
Yes. That was a high arcer. Hatter. Hughes called for the foul. Number 4 on Javante.
Want to encourage the people, if they want to come out and see this game live, that the admission is free.
7th team foul.
We'll be here Monday night.
Yes.
Women's game is 5 or 5:30?
5:30.
5:30, followed by the men's game. And everything's free except the popcorn. Popcorn every year gets All-American status.
It does. Hatter makes 1 of 2. Harris. Norwood. Bounce pass into Mosley. Mosley is fouled. Anderson called for his 3rd foul. High arcing shot by Hughes. Ball will be the Jayhawks. Steal. Larry leaves it for Harris. Easy bucket there for Jalen Larry.
What made that successful is they kept it high. He's 6'8". All they do is reach for it and take a half a step and put it out the glass.
Case Bolt into Anderson. Anderson uses the glass. Has 14 points for the game. Little drive there by Harris. Draws the foul.
John, we mentioned this earlier, but I'd like to ask you for a favor on Bob Siskel's surprise birthday party this afternoon. To tell him Gene Young wishes him a happy 9-0 and that
Yes.
hope that I can go to his 1 century old party.
Knowing Bob, he lives a good life.
Yeah.
It'll be 10 years from now, and he probably will have that century party. That'd be very nice.
It's a wonderful, wonderful man. He's
Yes,
done
he
a
is.
lot of things for kids and
Yes.
teams and Reese Puffer schools. He's. I wish we had more about Siskel's in the world.
I agree. Harris makes both. Pass ahead to Norals. Hatter, top of the key, pulls up for a 3. Doesn't go, ball's tipped around, and Mosley comes away with it and travels. He dragged that trailing foot looking for somebody to pass off to, and he traveled. 11-18 left to go in this one. Norals, 3-point shot. Case Bolt with a rebound. Hatter. Larry with a rebound for the Cougars. Hughes with a bucket. Everything's working here in the second half for K Valley.
Certainly is.
They're up by 26. Anderson. Case Bolt. Ball is tipped. Hatter picks up the loose ball. Norwood called for the foul. That's his first. Hatter to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
Norwood out of Indianapolis, Indiana, Pike High School. 6 foot, 185-pound freshman, Alan Norwood.
Hatter good on the first free throw. Header sinks them both. He now has 5 points for the game. Scranton. Leaves it for Robinson. Back to Scranton. 12 on the shot clock. In the corner, Burks. Up and over the backboard, Jayhawk ball. Quickly ahead, Case Bolt spots up the three, a little too strong. Robinson with a rebound. Burks. Anderson rebounds. And Storms is going to be called for a foul in the backcourt. Reginald Washington checks in for the Jayhawks for Hatter.
Nice to see many of the women's teams stay here and watch their men's team play. That's the Muskegon Community College. They lost to a state-ranked, nationally ranked team today, but Coach Recknagel and his kids played their hearts out.
Yes, they did.
I think played as well as they could.
It wasn't decided till the final minutes, Gene. You're right. Case Bolt with a bucket. Scranton. Drive by Hughes. Doesn't go. He draws the foul. This one will be on Jake Anderson. That'll be number 4 on Jake. Hughes at the line. Hughes makes the second free throw. 14 points for the game. Washington gets the bucket. And he's fouled. Scranton called for the foul. His first. Scranton to Burks. Hussein. Scranton gets his man up in the air. Cross-court pass down low. Foul down there in the post, as that is against Case Bolt. And that is number 5 for Chase. He'll finish with 2 points. And Hughes will go line. One and one. Hughes makes the first free throw.
Both teams with 9 personals, John, and
he makes them both. Connor. It's saved, but right to Scranton. Travel. Well, we want to say hello to our camera person, Stephanie Hoover. She had a little car accident earlier this week, and she's operating that camera up there with one arm as she broke a bone in that car accident. We hope her quick recovery, but she's doing a great job giving you great shots at Jayhawk basketball. Glad to have you with us, Stephanie.
Give us a wave, Stephanie, so we know you're awake.
She's only got one hand to work right now.
Okay. We appreciate that.
Yes. Fouls on Robinson. Number 4 on Tevis. Norrell's at the line.
Gosh, John, I look at that baseball schedule on the bulletin board, and when they get back from Florida, they got games in early March, and I hope our snow base is melted and the sun's out.
Our snow base may melt by June.
Yes, yes, you're right.
You know, you walk around out here and you say, boy, must be what like northern Canada or Alaska looks like with these tall snowbanks. I mean, they haven't gone down at all.
No.
Where do they put all that snow?
Well, I'm looking for the weatherman to say a high of 45, but he hasn't got us over freezing in the next 8 days, and that's going to take us a big part through
February.
the month of February.
Yes. Well, hopefully, with all this ice and some of the Great Lakes being covered over, like Lake Superior and others, and all this snow may equate to some water levels rising up, which we dearly need.
Well, the West Coast, real serious problems, lack of water out California and in the mountains, and they got several inches of rain, and some of the mountain range are going to get 2-3 feet of snow, so that's going to help them a lot. Those wine growers and fruit growers out there.
Napa Valley.
Yes.
Maybe be around to help them put out some of those fires that they had last fall. Boy, they sure did have some fires,
yes,
didn't they?
Well, it was so dry.
Right.
And windy.
Yes.
You can't imagine a forest fire with 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Fouls on Andrews. Burke's at the line, shooting 2. Misses the first.
It's hard to believe. About 3.5 minutes ago, in the end of the close of the first quarter, Muskegon had the ball and they were down by 4.
Yes.
And
it's really gotten away here.
Valley just had an incredible start to the second half.
They sure did. Washington. Rebound by Robinson. Well, the millage that pass and the improvements that they're going to make here at MCC is really exciting, Gene.
It certainly is, and lots of people that are visiting other sites trying to come up with creative ideas.
Yes.
It's a wonderful thing. You know, this school is going to grow and grow and grow, and you've got to meet the physical needs of these people in terms of classrooms and workout areas and laboratories and technology centers, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Yes. Science area and art, and over here in the physical education building.
Yes.
There's going to be improvements coming here to MCC. That's wonderful that the community supports all that, passing that millage, and Dr. Dale Nesberry and others with a keen eye on how to improve this school. 6:22 left to go. In the corner, 3-point shot does not go. There's the offensive board by Andrews. He kicks it out to Washington. Scranton with a rebound. Hussein will slow it down. K Valley's not in a hurry. They're up by 24 points. Scranton. Turnover on the far side. Well, we've talked about some of the former coaches here at MCC, Gene Gifford being one of them, but Gene Young, you were a coach here at MCC. What was your record and how many games did you coach right here in the campus of Muskegon?
Gene Vischer was out to Weber State to interview, and he asked me to take over, and I had a record of 0-2.
It's tough to step right in, you know, and you have another coach that's gone for a little bit, but
we played Flint, which was nationally ranked. We played some very good basketball teams.
It was Mott back then also? Or was it Flint Community College?
It was called Flint, believe it or not.
Okay. Prior to becoming the Mott Bears, maybe?
Yes.
And like you said earlier, Flint is a hotbed of basketball talent year in and year out. Gnarls, three-point shot is good.
I don't see my picture on the wall, though. I don't think they put 0-2 coaches
They
up.
don't. I thought they put all the coaches up there.
I had Denny Vanderstelt, Wes Van Dyke. It was quite a group of individuals.
Years ago, I believe they had player coaches here at MCC, didn't they?
You know, I don't know, Don, there was somebody that was a player coach here, and I can't remember his name. When Gene Gifford played, his coach was Rudy Bartels. Gene was out of the service. He was about 22, 3 years old. They'd go down the local watering hole and analyze the game, you know.
With a coach.
Yeah, with a coach.
Scranton to Burks. Working some time off. Hussein, Scranton in the corner. High archer is good for three.
Well, I tell you, Kalamazoo Valley has had fun today. The coach hadn't had to yell and scream and get on his players, and he's played everybody, I think, and Muskegon Community College is hopefully they learn from this game, and they won this week. Hopefully they can get back on the winning streak.
Leonard with a nice drive, putting it in. 5 points for John Leonard.
He's got some playing time today.
Yes, he has. Hussein to Scranton. Approaching 3 minutes to go. Hussein, three-point shot. Offensive board for Robinson. Robinson's fouled. He'll go line to shoot two. John Leonard commits his fifth foul. He finishes with 5 points.
On Monday is
Lansing.
and
Yes.
Wednesday's Grand Rapids. Kids will know a lot of the kids from Grand Rapids.
Played against each other in high school.
Yes,
in
especially the girls. They stay pretty close to home and should know quite a few of them.
Washington has the ball taken away. Now Norrells gets the ball right back, drives the lane, finger roll, no. Robinson with a rebound. 2:30 left. Scranton. Behind the back pass, going nowhere. Fortunate it went off a Jayhawk for Scranton. Not sure if he'd use that in a tie game situation. Or he'd use it only once and he'd be on the bench.
Yes. Well, K-Valley jumped out to 20 points, and we've pretty much kept that margin
Yes.
for the rest of the game. They've been exchanging baskets, and
Mosley makes the first free throw. Mosley makes them both. 15 points for John Mosley out of Gary, Indiana. Washington. Norrells. Nice move. Nick Norrells. 7 points for him here in the second half. Scranton. We have a whistle down low. Washington called for his second foul. And Andrew Scranton will go to the line to shoot 2 in the double bonus. Makes the first. Makes both. Washington is fouled. Mosley commits foul number 3. Washington in the line to shoot 2. Makes the first. Makes them both.
.135 to play, 135.
Jayhawks put on some pressure. It turns into a turnover. Angeli is fouled in the backcourt by Burks. Angeli will go line to shoot 2 with 1:22 left. Makes the first. $79.60.
Dave Slunt, Jimmy Booth will be going to 2 different high school games tonight, scouting and trying to recruit some fresh athletes for next year to replace the sophomores.
That's one of the tough things about college recruiting. You play during the same season. It's not just practices in your games, but your recruiting goes on at the same time.
Yes.
Scranton. Norrells with the rebound. Quickly ahead to Angeli. Angeli has his shot blocked. Ball goes out of bounds off of K-Valley. Scranton with a steal. Robinson is fouled. Storms called for his second foul. 44 seconds left. Robinson at the line, shooting 2. Makes the first. He makes them both. Norrells. Robinson with the rebound. Shot clock is off. Washington commits the foul. Norwood at the line shooting 2. First shot is good. And Norwood makes them both, as K Valley doing a good job making their free throws down the stretch.
Certainly do. Good athletes on this K Valley team.
Washington top of the key. Mosley with a rebound. Now Norwood on the near side. And that'll do it. K Valley defeating Muskegon 83-61. K Valley improves to 9-2 Western Conference play, 19-5 overall, while the Jayhawks drop their 8th conference game to be 2-8 and 9-13 overall. Gene, that K Valley men's team, a tough team. The Jayhawks were with them for a while, but then started the second half, they just got away from them.
Too much firepower. Some really strong kids, good athletic kids, and they put it together and built that lead, and they just Jayhawks couldn't break into it, and pretty much played them even the second half after that margin, but couldn't make up any deficit.
Well, we want to thank our MCC TV crew doing a great job on camera. That second half here, we had Stephanie Hoover, and we also had Dylan Lewis and Christian Vrablik giving us great shots of both games, all under the direction of director Neelan Bradley. Good crew for Rod Van Nortwick staff. We'll be back here on the air Monday night, 5:30 for the women's game as Lansing comes into town. There'll be 2 games here. It's not a scheduled game. They're going to play the games that were postponed earlier in the season. So Monday night, 5:30, Lansing, come join us for Jayhawk basketball or watch it here on MCC TV. For my partner, Gene Young, this is John Utter saying good night, everybody, and thanks for watching Jayhawk basketball on MCC TV.